Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with the Paladins video, playing some IO today with the changes she's had in this patch, which I haven't really seen very much of in-game myself. I've only actually seen Sacrifice IO a couple times, and Healer IO has sort of dropped off in my experience, but she's still really good. The easy way to simplify it, she's got a bit more damage but a bit less healing, so the bow's up to 425 from 400, the stun on Luna is every 15 instead of every 18, and her hit is up to 200 from 180, so that's pretty big, but Moonlight is down to 135, which it was at some point before. I can't remember if that was with the taunt or not. Definitely nothing too crazy for her though, just a bit of a shift away from the super heal focus thing, giving her a bit more of a damage side. And Begone, her ultimate is also up to 1000 from 800, but all the talents are the same, the builds are the same. I haven't tweaked anything here, but you might want to if you're going to play more focused around damage and sacrifice, but for me, it's always a little bit awkward. Also, aside from that, and I did say I'd mention it whenever they post a developer sort of thing, they have fixed the servers. As far as my experience, it's been pretty good the past couple of days. I haven't played a crazy amount because I haven't had that much energy the past week, which is why videos have been a little bit low. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on the servers and your experience with them over like the past couple of days when they supposedly have been fixed. Alright, so for game 1, we've got a payload to Frostbite, as you sort of saw there very briefly. The levels are pretty low. It looks like I'm meant to carry, so we're going to try and do damage IO, which I'm usually really bad with, but also with like a full healer sort of thing. This definitely seems like a bad idea, but even if we go full healer focus and do a little bit of damage, this might be worth. Oh no, unstable, alacrity, cardio, cell blessings. She's going for full healer setup, so I guess it works. Spare change, eminence, soul collector, shoot just, and blast rod. I don't think I've ever read that out before. Let's just, yeah, move away from the Willow. I guess it also makes sense because she's going to be like using her dead zone a ton. Reposition our Luna a bit. She's just standing in the dead zone. Everybody's gone, so it's just us. I'm going to have to retreat. Just died. Okay, that's the sacrifice trigger, and I'm still up, and we can also instantly re-throw down Luna. For some reason, I always forget that with sacrifice, you get to redeploy Luna. Dead there against the Willow. She's just shredding her. Can't really do very much on the healer or damage side in this one, so that's why I'm going to call it a warm-up and probably cut most of it out because they're turbo pushing this and haven't really been able to do very much other than just get used to aiming again, I suppose. We'll try and push on the Sati here. It'd be kind of cool if I could do something with the right click, but that was some good damage. Is she actually out? Can we kill her? There we go. That was damage IO. End of the round. It took me an entire round to get one good play with it, but you definitely do feel the extra damage on the hits, but also with Luna. And playing with sacrifice is kind of nice, especially if you're good with it and you get the whole sort of flow. It's not that sacrifice resets your kit, it just gives you the ability to sort of reposition Luna as a deploy. It's hard for me to explain what I mean, but if you've had her down for long enough and then she clears, you get to sort of throw her down straight away again. Hopefully that made sense. Don't think we're going to get it, but I'll give it a shot. Just try and heal. I don't know why sometimes people just don't even fire. They just kind of like stand and wait. Yeah, try and keep the Atlas up. Sure, we actually still have a ton of meter, still have a ton of healing capability. Atlas just dead by standing in it. The Ant just also standing there. I think even if I was playing the best IO ever as a healer or as a damage, this game would still be a loss, because I think the Ant and our Victor are very new and literally level 0, and our Atlas might be too. He's doing fine. Atlas is actually doing alright, but I just see the Ant sort of walk. Don't know how else to put it. It's definitely just a lot of new people playing Paladins still, and I get them a lot of the time in my matches, which is kind of weird. I think I'm just going to give up on trying to stand there and heal because it's not going to do anything. I guess we might as well try and do some sort of push. Dead Zone has been a massive pain in this one. It wouldn't really matter, but Dead Zone specifically has caused a lot of trouble. Throw Luna down, heal the Atlas a bit. Yeah, just giving him a ton of gen there. Hello, Luna. Not Luna, Willow. She's just dead. The damage, it feels really good on IO. If you're going to play a sort of focused around the damage like entirely, did actually sort of make the push there. We can't really do anything with it, but you also definitely notice the healing is a little bit low. But I think if you're playing a super focused around damage, you will pick up on the damage more than the healing being a little bit under. Especially if you're hitting squishies, it's not that noticeable, and your meter's pretty damn big if you're going for a set like this. Definitely a scuffed game though. Trying to show off IO here has been kind of painful. I feel like I've called IO Luna at least once or twice. I'm going to sit here and try and play defensively. That's a Maeve blind. Is she going to push? Hello, Willow. Did we finish her off there? Nearly. I was just hoping I didn't die, but that game was an absolute mess and stomped there. But I did really notice the extra damage and also a tiny bit on the, healing being a bit low, but we had highest damage on our side aside from the Victor. The stats pretty much explain that game there for you. Don't need to say anything else. The Village went massive. I've said it, of course, a ton of times before, but if I was on a flanker or a damage there, we maybe could have made that work. But even if you're playing IO super focused around damage and trying to play it like a champion in the flank or damage class, it's not really going to be that close. It's not like a binary style generals, at least for me. Maybe it is for other people, but I don't see it very often. You can't really go full damage mode with it. You're always going to be at least hybrid, leaning towards healing. I think if you were to put it on a sort of scale, green being healing and red being damage, it should be still tilting a little bit towards green, even if you're going fully for the damage sort of thing. Unless you're really good with it, and that's like a tiny percentage of people, which is quite different from a lot of the other supports, which can go much more in that sort of red part of the scale, like a Ceres or a Genos going like binary star sort of thing. You get what I mean? But sacrifice for me specifically has always been a bit of a weird talent for IO, and I've never really been that great with it, but I did feel the damage there. I felt like I could actually 1v1 and duel if I had my Luna down. Yeah, which is way different than normal, for me at least. Alright, so for game 2, we've got a Siege Jaguar Falls. Shout out to Icon, by the way. We've got a Cassie, Victor, and a level 0 Vivian, which is a little bit worrying, because on their side, they've got a Dredge, Koga, Ying, BK, and Anara. I feel like Ying is still in a really good spot, even though I think they did move around a tiny bit. Compared to most other healers, I think her just peak efficiency is kind of crazy. Gonna go fully for the healer sort of setup here though, it makes the most sense. You can definitely do sacrifice even in matches like this and try and make it work, especially if you're good with it, but for me, I definitely don't fall into that category. Anyway, going Goddess's Blessing, Armor Plating, and Nimble. Then let's set up with the Speaks. I think it will still be useful. Exaction, Storm Bullets, Shrapnel, Spectre. Everybody want to throw our Luna down here and play as much with the team as I possibly can. It's not the best map for IO, but it should be fine. No dead zones or anything. You have to sort of play around or throw Luna there. Not going to try and do too much damage, but we definitely can still mix in, especially with Luna hitting for 200 now on the hits, which is kind of nice. Khan just like got instantly dead there. Just use my time meter on keeping Cassie up. She is still alive though. That was ridiculous. Dredge isn't being too crazy so far in this one, but people are sort of walking into the explosions. I don't know what that Victor's doing. I'm out of meter. I've been trying my best to keep the team up here, but yeah, feel like I'd be a little bit better off being able to heal through walls. Vivian's just kind of on the side doing her thing. Throw Luna down, heals for the Khan. He's kind of making it work. I should throw Luna a little bit more aggressively. I should have gone maybe for the other talent and tried to play like that, but I think going for full healer, damage reduction stuff makes more sense, especially if the game goes a little bit longer, because I think the other one falls off a little bit, obviously. Yeah, I've warmed up a little bit now. I've woken up a little bit. The last game I'd literally been up for maybe like 30 minutes or so, and I just was like, well, you know, wanting to play some IO, get some stuff going. Try and get rid of the Koga. If I can just land the hits, there we go. That worked. The team is actually kind of making this work. Luna got another kill there. Hitting for 200 is actually pretty damn good. Maybe I should heal her a little bit. There we go. We got the objective lost, but Luna did kill like an iron in the last game. She also picked up a couple. I don't know if I should leave her up there or not. It's not really doing too much. I don't know if she heals damage that much. Definitely makes me want to play IO differently than I usually would. Usually I play it kind of safe and throwing out damage very, very sparingly, unless I'm getting like pushed by a flanker. But this way I want to actually sort of mix in more damage and play her more like a hybrid. Like as you saw there, we hit for what was 1.2k damage in a very short amount of time, because your fire rate's pretty fast. You don't have that much ammo, but especially mixed in with like the Luna hits, your damage is pretty damn good if you're trying to duel people. I think it's better overall, and how people who are really good with IO tend to play it is sort of like that, I guess. That Ying's just blinking around like crazy. I don't know why Ying's going in that hard. That's a Koga, probably going for an ultimate. I mean, I saw it a mile away. We'll reposition our Luna. Can we finish him off here? Yeah, I missed all the shots, but that's fine. Team's got me covered. That's a stun from the Luna. Nice. I do have the ultimate here. I want to try and get a heal to the Vivian, but she's too far on that side. Can we kill the Inara? Positioning in this one has been pretty jank, but Vivian's kind of been playing like a flanker, and it sort of worked. I didn't even realize, but we have like triple damage, a healer, and a tank. We don't have a single flanker here to deal with the Ying, but Ying's been playing aggressively enough, it hasn't really mattered. Definitely a bit of a weird one, but it is kind of working. I'm trying my best to keep an eye on the Vivian, because she's always kind of playing on her own, doing her own sort of thing, and I'm trying to get heals to her when I can. Khan as well, especially with like, the speed buff and stuff. That's a Dredge ultimate, we can just jump out of that. There's a heal to the Khan. He's still up. He was just dueling with the Luna for ages. I feel like Luna hits like way more range than I realize. I feel like when I go against IO, I'm constantly being tapped by Luna, but when I'm playing it this time around, for some reason, I guess because I'm paying more attention to it, and it hits for 200, you really do notice that Luna's just ticking away damage for free. 15 limbs and no deaths. I've been playing pretty safe. It's kind of worked. Don't know what Ying's doing in this one. It's very, very weird. She didn't buy items until this round, which is strange, but neither did our Vivian. Our Vivian's just new, but Ying is like level 200, so I don't really get it. Heals there to him. Yeah, Luna's just putting in insane numbers. I'm trying my best to keep everybody up, but team's just getting blasted. That's an Nara ultimate, which I didn't hear. I don't have my audio loud enough. It's literally 3 in the morning. I'm dead. I could get Kronos here, that might make sense, just so I can throw Luna down a little bit more often, maybe use my F a little bit more, but yeah, it's hard to say. I am trying to mix in damage, but I'm not doing a great job. Khan is just dead. Do I go for an ultimate here and try and time it with the wall? Yeah, sure, that didn't do anything. That was horrendous. We didn't even catch anybody at the end there. Hello, Dredge. There's some hits. Can we finish him off here? Nearly got damage IO to work there. My god, this is scuffed. He's on like no health. Can we finish him off? There we go. Cassie's got me covered. Heals for her. She's got the ultimate up. Throw Luna over here, get a stun. There we go. Luna's stun is also super annoying. She does that more often now as well, which is something I forgot to mention. Aside from the intro, the Luna stun being on 15 instead of 18 is kind of massive, because there's no real way to reduce that normally. I don't think Kronos or anything affects it, right? So I think BK might have been on the side. Yeah, I guess I was just unaware of that for some reason. I heard the sound effects. I just thought he was somehow throwing them from over here. Definitely a bit of a scuffed one. Vivian is definitely kind of new, but we are making it happen, and I feel like I'm doing my job here on IO. I don't know what Victor's doing. Just standing and blasting. Okay, heals to the Vivian. That's an Nara ultimate. Okay, Luna stun. That didn't really work because Khan grabbed. I guess Vivian's still up, and Khan just lobbed the Nara off. Don't know what the Ying's doing. Just standing there. I'm very confused with this game so far. Just more heals. Yeah, there we go. I need to reload, but I've got to use my time meter here to keep these guys up. He's going for the ultimate. Sure. Luna's just ticking away on the Koga. Heals for the Khan. Always forget that Luna can actually block your own shots. It's kind of annoying. There's a hit on the Koga. You want to get at least one hit for the 400 damage, but also for the stun. I'm sure you know that if you played IO any time before, but super important to just get that one that will tap. The extra damage on it is nice, but mainly just for that stun guaranteed. Otherwise, Luna just doesn't do it. Definitely making this push happen here. I feel like I'm constantly running low on meter. The heal has definitely felt a little bit less effective at 135, but not by a crazy amount. Not as much as you'd expect. I do want to use my ultimate here, but it doesn't really feel like a great time to use it. I'm going to go ahead and pop it and just throw it there. Maybe we'll catch somebody. There we go. We actually got the BK there. That jump was horrendous. I don't know what I'm doing. Koga's on me. Never mind. We got it covered. Heals here for the Khan. Cassie's there at the back. Heal for her too. We don't have our Luna down. This is where Kronos would be kind of useful to redeploy a little bit fast. I should be mixing in these shots. But anyway, we got it eventually 3-1. Khan saying we're all going to go left. Let's run it. I'm going to get armor plating and arcane. I feel like items, like I was trying to say earlier, are a little bit weird on IO. They don't really make that much of a difference. They're important. Damage reduction, stuff, and, you know, cooldown reduction are useful, but don't know if it's just me, but I feel like with other healers I have like a default set I tend to go for, but with IO not so much. I'm going to leave Luna back here to heal a little bit. I don't want to really put it too aggressively because if she gets cleared, it's like tons of value that we just don't get. Dredge is spamming away. The damage is just kind of standing at Luna is in need. Yeah, we need to throw her back a little bit here. Vivian got cleared. She got kind of caught off. Khan is on his own. We were all going left, and then for some reason, two people just decided not to halfway through. Heal for the Victor. There we go. He's not got cauterize on him, so he's kind of fine. What are we doing? How is he still up here? I'm really surprised that Victor's not cleared. Cassie's also just still up. Victor is gone, and they have recovery mechanics, so yeah, 3-2. That play did not work. I think going left was a terrible idea. Dredge, ult, RIP Anara, he actually made it work. Dredge is just dead. Cassie, I think, is playing the best in this one by far. I feel like I'm playing super jank. I went all the way around. I did an entire lap of the map and didn't die somehow. Nearly dead there to the Ying. We managed to just about get away, and Cassie kind of saved us. Luna is also doing work, but yeah, Khan called everyone go left, and for some reason, we kind of half did it. A bit weird. Anara stun, which again I didn't hear until it was too late. Am I dead, or can Luna get rid of her? Definitely could benefit from like CC reduction and stuff, but I don't really want to get that. I'd rather have damage reduction instead. Can Luna heal through the wall there on that little corner? I'm not sure. Cassie, can you get away in time? Nice. For the most part, I really am inaccurate, but there we go. Got rid of the Dredge. I feel like you can actually duel with IO now way more than before, especially with that stun being up more often, but yeah, we've had enough of meter. It's just that people die when they've got cauterize on them the entire time and never take cover. Like, if he just keeps his shield up, I can heal him, but because he's doing it in really bad times, it just doesn't really work. There's hits here on the Anara. Sure, just get rid of her. There we go. Vivian's also kind of melting. We'll reposition our Luna a little bit. Is he running around? Yeah, I'm kind of scared of that Claws Koga. So wiggle back this way. Vivian there just kind of 1v3. We got rid of the Dredge. Nice. Heals here for the Khan. We don't have a Luna again. I do kind of wish I had Kronos, but I think Unbound is probably the play instead of Kronos. He went for the ult, missed it. Okay, we've got a Luna in a minute. The Ying is just, again, playing way too aggressively for some reason. It's kind of working, but yeah, not as well as you'd expect for how much he's playing like that. Okay, and our ult, try and keep Victor. Trying to body block a little bit from there. That's a Dredge ult. He's just going to stand in it. Body blocked for nothing. I'm going to go for the ultimate here. This might be a bit of a bad play, but maybe we'll catch a couple of them. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to stand in that stun just to stop them from getting the push here. I don't know if I can do anything else other than that. Somehow we got at least one good IO ult in the video. Ying didn't get back on because I guess her F was on cooldown. I'm going to throw our Luna kind of in the middle. I'm just a little bit worried about the Dredge spam, but yeah, the Anara will kind of helps a bit, I guess, and he's not really specifically targeting Luna. I feel like Luna's most of the time sort of safe in this one. Khan there dead because he's just in a really bad position. More heals for the triple damages here, but yeah, I think this team fight's kind of already over. Vivian, there's big heals. He nearly didn't clear her there, but yeah, without the tank, I don't see how we make it happen. The push just seems to go freaking turbo speed with them. They're on it, and it's like 75% already after the one team fight. Yeah, that's it. It's going to be over. One team fight, 99%, 3-4. They deserved the victory. They played more like a team. The team was super messy in that one, but I think as IO, we were super valuable. That damage was quite valuable damage, and our healing was 142k. Super happy with that. 14, 3, 26, 24 streak. Wasn't playing particularly well, but we kind of made it work. I think IO is still in a very, very good spot, especially if you play a little bit more towards that damage side. Victor did alright, Khan did alright, so did the Cassie and the Vivian. Bit of a mess, like I said, nothing I can really add on to that. On their side, it did seem like the Ying was throwing, and people, yeah, just sort of confirming there in the chat that she was on purpose, I guess, trying to throw for the team, and somehow they still won it, which is kind of funny. I'm not going to read through all of that, but I definitely much prefer if you don't do that. If you see me in a game, just play normally. That's really the best thing I could ask for, but yeah, they managed to just kind of shred us there and win anyway. I was doing my job on IO, that's really all I can say. They deserve the win because they play more like a team, even though they had somebody kind of working against them. And yeah, that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay frosty.